Hey you guys, so this is actually going to be an alternative video going over the HVAC bulb swap over to LED. I'm well aware that there are many of you that already know how to disassemble this entire unit, or you've watched my previous video from the junkyard and you don't want to rehash. So there's actually going to be two versions of this upgrade with the HVAC bulbs. One that literally is just going to talk about the bulbs themselves. It's going to be a stripped down version where we just deal with the bulbs and changing it, and not the whole disassembly and reassembly, so that it's a shorter, more concise video rather than an entire thing. I will also have a video covering the entire thing, so that it is a standalone if somebody happens to search and they don't know any of this stuff. If they're new and they want the whole video, then that version will be there as well. For everything, I'm going to have the little chapters in there that you can go down and skip to the section you want. So worst case, that's an option as well. But I just wanted to film an alternative opening and for this video so that you guys are aware of what's going on and why you're seeing two HVAC videos. Like I say, one will be short and the other will be the full kit and caboodle. So I'm going to try and do that for some of these videos that are extremely repetitious in getting to the meat of the subject. I'll have two versions. So that, again, it makes it a little bit easier for those who just want the meat and potatoes instead of everything else. So, all right, you all, I hope that pleases the audience. All right. Okay, on with the show. These guys, I ordered these. This would be the ones you would get if you would want the white variant. And the red will ultimately be going in my HVAC unit. Okay, working on the red ones for the torrent cluster. Now, I put a little twist in the white ones, and I've kind of gotten better at it as I've been doing more. You take it this way, just on this one side, and then you're going to twist the plier slightly. See how it puts that twist? Okay. Again, take this edge and twist. Oops. That one turned out a little bit better. I've noticed some of these wings, some are longer on one side than the other. So the twist tends to get a little bit more pronounced. Okay. So then we're like that. And now we're going to take it and we're going to pull down, and that click was my pliers slipping off. Okay, you kind of get a feel for it once you've done a few of them. Like I say, I'm using this guy as a feeler gauge. That one's a little tight. Okay. That's kind of how I'm doing that. So I'm going through and doing enough bulbs for the torrent cluster now. For you brave souls who want to follow in my footsteps, yeah, this is no fun. I left him intact. I had to unplug these. This one, which is this guy over here, you got to push this in. He's this far one. Now, I got a flathead screwdriver, and as I pushed this in, I kind of lifted up, and he came out. He was my problem child at the junkyard. This one was super simple at the junkyard, but was my problem child in here. You push this down. You see him moving? Push. You really got to push it hard to get that little clip to let go and get it out of this tall unit. You can take it from this position and get it into that position, and then you can get your bulbs out with your 6mm on like one of these little finger turners, and then use your needle nose pliers. If you have these type They get in there really well. They don't have the grip strength in the tips, so they have a hard time pulling them out. So you kind of have to fiddle, 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 twist, twist, fiddle, fiddle, and they'll finally come out. Mine are those exact same bulbs, the 12 volt, 1.2 watts. Okay, here's the Junkyard HVAC. We're just working on how do we change the bulbs, what's the process, that sort of thing. Okay, there's 6 total in the unit. And just like our cluster, you use a 6mm to unlock. They go from this horizontal position to the vertical while we are unlocking them. You know, that little slat on the back of them. Okay, all these have been unlocked. Now we got to fish them out of there. Now these are a different voltage. They are a 1.2 volt, but I do not believe that matters with the LED. They look identical, including the wing space. Yes, my little feeler gauge / pliers say that our spacing is the same. We're going to pull the rest of these out. We're pretending this is my car. This is what I'm going to be struggling to do in my car. The bad part is I wish I knew what the polarity is. I've marked all the polarities on my bulbs. If you remember from the other video, see we got the little black mark here, and black went on the left in the cluster, so we're going to start off with that orientation. Notate your wings, orient them with the hole like a keyway. We're going to be, that little line on the back of the bulb is going to be straight up and down. And that feels like it's in. Yep, locks in just the same. I put them in all the holes. It takes a lot more finagling because we're not dealing with a flat surface. We're dealing with something that's recessed. So again, use your imagination. Pretend I'm in my car doing this. Tighten them all down using our 6mm. All right, so they're all locked in. And we're pretending this is my car at this point. We'll move to the car. All right, they're in, they're not locked in. They're just in their in position. One at a time, very slow. Don't have a lot of caffeine before you do it or you're gonna be jittery. Patience, push them all the way in because you're gonna be moving it around. You don't want them to fall down into the chasm that is your dash. But they're in, like I say, just one at a time, kind of work them in. Feels like everybody's positively in the hole. Now we're going to do our twist lock. Very difficult to hold this guy still, but that gives you an idea. All right, they're locked in. Now I'm going to plug everybody back in and we're going to pray and we're going to see what we get. And plugging these back in is dummy proof. You see that the switches have a shape to them, so just follow the shape and push them in until they click. Okay, looks like everybody is lit. It looks like our polarity is different on this one because he's really dim, which is this guy here, so I'll reverse him. Not getting anything on the cold side. See, I was trying to look in these vents to see if I could tell what's illuminated and what isn't. So I'm betting he needs to be reversed. So let me try that. And I don't know about our air conditioning button. I'm changing the polarity of that one. I'm changing this far one. I'll try and do this with y'all watching. Flip him 180. Put him back in. And fish, fish, fish. 6mm. Okay, he's locked in. Our last guy is this far boy. Already unlocked him. He was the biggest pain to get in there and get seated last time because of the angles. And it's not any different this time. I'm gonna pause you. I need my head in there. So that worked. My cold is going to be, see, without the overhead light, it's going to be kind of purpley. It's okay, I don't care. I could run him white, but I don't know what type of washover I'm going to get. And there's all the buttons. Your upper, and then this side. And it looks like the these little guys kind of light up too, to match. So there it is. That's how you do it. God bless you if you want to do it. It's a pain in the butt. Have fun. I did not enjoy this. But yes, there you have it. We'll put everybody back together. On the bench. Okay. This was not illuminating. This was not illuminating. This was not illuminating. Switch ourselves around here. This, and that. On my unit, the polarity was reversed. So maybe that'll save you a headache. Test your bulbs on a cluster. Get yourself oriented as far as which way the bulb faces. You know, do the little trick with the red on the right, black on the left, so you know which way to face the bulb. See how everything looks put back together? Of course, y'all have seen our cluster prior. And there it is. There's our HVAC all done. Climate control, however you want to say it. And the optics for me are different than for you. Everything is a little bit brighter on the phone. This is kind of like a muted blood red, almost purpley color. And of course, this is the super bright, normal red. I also did this, which will be in the full version as a little bonus towards the end. I'm not going to cover that, obviously, as you'll see. It's not in the video. But I decided this go around, like I say, to do a more concise version for you all. Wish I could do something about this. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you like me doing two versions. One that's more meat and potatoes, getting down to the nitty-gritty and leaving the basic stuff out. For those of you who are more advanced with these cars and already know how to do all the little stuff. I mean, I don't want to not include those who are new, who have just gotten the car. So hence me doing full standalone videos. But let me know what you think of these shorter versions, if you want me to keep doing both, or if it's fine to just do the full version and then y'all can use the chapters to skip through. All right, y'all, I'm curious to see what you think doing it this way. But for now, this is all for this video with our LEDs on the climate control. All right, you all, take care, and remember, like, subscribe, share. This is the only way this type of content, especially for a niche vehicle, is going to get out there and, you know, help people discover my channel for what I do across multiple platforms, not just the Vues. You know, I've got the Civic and the 7th Gen, as well as the Del Sol. And when I get back on the Montero, there will be some Montero Sport 2001 specifically up to 04 videos that will be coming out. Anyway, let me know what you think. Talk to me, people. And y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.